second session of webinar series on important battles of Indian subcontinent. This will be our third session. The first inaugural session was held on 15th January, and our chief guests were Shri Ravi Shankar Ji Iyer, who is also joining this webinar. And we had a session on the tactics of Mahabharata, dealing with the Chakravhyus on the 31st January. So we are organizing this webinar series fortnightly, and in this webinar series, we are requesting eminent scholars from Indian subcontinent to deliver their talks on important battles of Indian subcontinent, all the themes related to it. So in this session, we have with us Dr. S. Vasanthi, who was Deputy Superintending Archaeologist, and her topic is Hero Stones in Ancient Tamil Nadu Literary and Archaeological Evidence. To chair the session, we have legendary epigraphist Dr. T.S. Ravi Shankar, who was former Director of Epigraphy, Archaeological Survey of India. We have been joined by many scholars throughout subcontinent and also from Norway and other countries of the world. I welcome you all. About IIRF, we started this think tank in 2020, and in Corona, we had various webinar series on various important dimensions, and it is a very big think tank on the geopolitical issues, the military history, Indian knowledge system, and others. We regularly publish eminent research articles on geopolitical military issues in the form of yearbook. So this is a think tank which is operating from New Delhi as its headquarters, having branches in USA and also in Bangalore. So now to start with, I will first introduce our speaker, Dr. S. Vasanthi, who was Deputy Superintending Archaeologist, and she did her MA, MPhil, PhD in Ancient History and Archaeology. She was appointed as Archaeological Officer, Chennai in the year 1982. She was Curator for 5 years, Epigraphist for 1 year, Prehistoric Archaeologist for 1 year, Excavation cum Exploration Archaeologist for 18 years, Registering Officer for 2 years, and Exemplary Services of 34 years. She participated in the excavations at Alangankulam, Tirukoilar, and many others in South India. She published books like Monograph on Nitya Kalyan Swami Temple, Monograph on Tiruvirkul Nathar. She collected papers on excavations and other related topics in Tamil Nadu, keeping the past through Paleolithic tools, Vara Avatar of Vishnu in Art and Literature of Tamil Nadu, Handbook of Antiquity Registration. She is also the editor and co-author of Rock Art of Tamil Nadu, Archaeological Excavation Reports of the Department, an exhibition on Chola bronzes, Tamil Nadu Kalvetukal Volumes 5 and 6. She has presented various papers in the national and international conferences, important one being SSEASR International Conference at Bangkok, Thailand, also at Bali, Vietnam, Nepal, and Germany. She has served as competent authority for Government of Tamil Nadu with regard to ancient monuments and archaeological sites and Defence Act 1958 and issued NOC. She is the life of Archaeological Society of India, Epigraphy Society of India, Numismatic Society in South India, Rock Art Society of India, ICOMOS, SSEASR Indian History Congress, Society for Marine Archaeology, Indian Art History Congress. She has won awards as a Best Student Award in Madras University, second prize as Best Student Nehru Award, ISMA Grant of Nehru and Victoria Albert Museum Award. Presently, she is working as consultant for identifying 100 years old temples under the control of Hindu Religion and Charitable Endowments Department. She is also working as archaeological expert in the state level Heritage Screening Committee, and she is providing guidance for the students of Hindustan College of Arts and Science, Chennai, and many more things she is still doing. We welcome you. We are honored to have such a resource person. Now, I will request Dr. S. Vasanthi to start her talk, and we will present the PPT. Thank you, ma'am, please.
Thank you very much, sir, for this golden opportunity. I feel it's a very, very good opportunity. When I attended your Udaipur session, sir, it was very wonderful and we enjoyed the presence there. Thank you, Piyush, sir, for this opportunity. And also the eminent scholar T.S. Ravi Shankar ji is there, and also the other because the international important battles of Indian subcontinent is very important and very important theme that it has to be focused to all the not the young society, young scholars to be initiated to take up this kind of topics and do some work on it. Because actually in Tamil Nadu and all, we used to have only some temples as the scholarly thing. We'll give the PhD for PhD thesis and all. We'll give temples and other inscriptions like that. But this is a very highlighting topic. Thank you very much for choosing this kind of subject, and it should reach to the not only to the public, also to the scholars, young scholars, budding scholars. So thank you very much once again. I will close my video, then I will start the work. Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Kind of you. Next, I think we can go to the next slide, sir. This is only, yeah.
You can start your video, no problem, madam. You can have your video. We will have the presentation. So your photo will be. Yes.
Okay, sir. Okay, fine. Next slide, I think we can. My topic is on hero stones in ancient. No, I'm seeing my screen here, so it will disturb me. I'll dismiss it. Hero stones in ancient Tamil land, literary and archaeological evidences. This is my topic. Actually, I'm not going through all the important things here. That is all the inscriptions, because it's an international level presentation. So I'm giving only briefing some important thing. What is memorial stones? I'm highlighting what is memorial stones because my topic is on hero stones. So what is memorial stones? Memorial stones are erected to preserve the memory of the deceased posthumously. This because most of them are scholars and most of them are captains and they served in the army and other things. And they have this cultural representation of the deceased person also. Sometimes there were inscriptions engraved on them. This is the main thing, and a small photo is shown there. And shall we go to the next slide, sir? Yeah. Let me explain. What are the varieties of memorial stones? Because memorial stones, we'll have a lot of memorial stones. Even today also, we are erecting memorial stones for even the person who was posthumously or even at present also. Memory means memorial stones is only for posthumously only. So the memorial stones are divided into hero stones, erected because of vows, and sati stones. This is all we know. Hero stones, my topic is on hero stones in Tamil Nadu because hero stones are in Tamil Nadu, lot of hero stones are present only in the area that we'll discuss in our next slide. So next slide, shall we go to the next slide, sir? Yeah. So what is memorial stones? Memorial stones are erected because of vows that we have already said, because it is erected who died for fulfilling their vows only. They may be the public cause or for some religious cause. If it is a religious cause, we know that Jaina saints, no, they used to do fasting, and they will fast here, and lot of inscriptions are there in Tamil Nadu. One particular inscription in Tiruvarang we'll see later on. So they may for the public cause, for the religious cause. Usually the offerings were made to the goddess Durga or Kottravai. We got lot of sculptural representations. Even in Mahabalipuram also, you can see a sculpture of Durga, wherein one hero or a person is shaving his head. That we can see in the shaving his neck portion. So that you can see in Mahabalipuram also. So usually the offerings were made to the goddess Durga or Kottravai. This is the thing happens in particularly in Tamil Nadu, also in southern part of the India, southern part, that is in Karnataka and Andhra also, we give this kind of representations. Then this kind of fact is also referred in Tamil literature also. The offering of head by the for some other purposes, for the general cause, for the public cause. that to the goddess or Kottravai, Durga or Kottravai. It is referred in a lot of Tamil literatures also. So that we'll discuss later. The heroes offer their body as 9 parts known as Navahandam. This is very important because I didn't have the sculptural representation of Navahandam here right now. But when you see a lot of representations there are in Navahandam representations in Tamil Nadu. What happens, a person he ties his head in the Mungi we call that is the bamboo tree. He will, because bamboo will bend down, so he will tie his head portion or the hair portion in the bamboo tree. Then he used to cut his all parts, 9 parts. First part his right hand, left leg, like that. In 9 parts he cut his head. Then finally he cut his head. So it is in literature, even in inscriptions, it is known as Thungutalai Kalvattu. It is known as Thungutalai. Tongutalai. Actually, it is Tongu means hanging, head only, head portion only. But in inscription speaks about Tungu Talai, and also there are inscription references in Tamil Nadu. So this kind of act is also seen in the Navagandam. It is called as Navagandam. And there is also another terminology used here is Arikanda. Ari means cutting their head, portion. So it is called as Arikandam. A lot of representations are there in Tamil Nadu. This is because the memorial stones erected because of some vows, that is for the public cause or some other cause of the village or something like that. They used to cut their, they used to offer their body Navagandam. Navagandam means Nava means 9. So they cut 9 portion of their body, then portion of their body part. Then at last they will cut their head. It is called as Tungutalai Kalvata, Tungutalai or Tungutalai. So this is done. So we have seen they used to have offer goddess Durga and Kottravai. Then they used to offer body 9 parts of their body as Navagandam, and also and head portion is called as Arikandam. This is the memorial stone erected because of some vows. Next, we'll go to the next slide. So next slide, I said before, that is memorial stones erected because of some vows. I've said the fasting till death usually performed by the Jain saints and known as Salleganam. Representation of Jain saints are seen there. This is very interesting inscription found in Viluppuram area. It is called as Tirunadar Kundru. Why I am highlighting here? No? In Tamil, we didn't have eye representation. So in first time, in Tamil Brahmi inscription or the Tamil inscription, we get the reference of eye here. So after the coming of the Jain saints and Jains, this eye representation, eye is the script. I'm talking about the script. It is represented here. So memorial stones erected because of vows, I said, this has been noticed at Tirunadar Kundru near Viluppuram district. So the fasting till we have seen Navagandam, offering Navagandam and offering the Arikandam, and this is the offering by the Jain saints till death. That is called Salleganam. Till death, they will do fasting. They won't eat anything. These kind of things are seen here in lot of inscription references, and also a lot of sculptural representations are present in southern, in the northern part of Tamil Nadu. We get these things in northern part of Tamil Nadu. Even in Madurai area and other area, we'll have these sculptural representations. But I've seen one cultural representation from Karnataka area. Even in Karnataka area, the hero stone representations are there. This kind of the Jain saints offering fasting till death is seen in the Karnataka area also. So this is very interesting thing. Next we'll go to the next topic. As I said before, offering their body to the goddess Durga and Kotravai. So this is see, you can see two human being offering their head. One man is cutting, holding his hair and cutting his head. Another man is also doing the same thing in the left hand side. You can see the goddess Durga standing with see her Simha Vahana is shown there, and her that is deer is also actually for Durga here in Mahabalipuram. You can see this kind of representation. She is called in Tamil as Pai Kalappa, Pai Kalai Pavai. Pai means this, it is the deer. Deer is shown there. So in another next one, also Madri Mangalam I've written in Tamil. So there also you can see the goddess is shown there, and these there are inscriptions also there. It is very interesting. We got lot of inscriptions. Inscription representations for the Kotravai offerings were made to the goddess Durga and Kotravai. But this is, I want to say, this offering memorial stones for offering made by memorial stones were offered erected because of vows, and also for because of vows only we are talking. Next we'll go to the Sati stones. So next slide will go. Okay, sir. This is, I think, Sati is known to almost all of us. Why, what happened, and at Udaipur, we went to Rani Padmini's because of Dr. Piyush sir. He has shown us the Rani Padmini's palace and all, how she went to the fire and all we have seen. So this Sati is not new to the our society, our ancient society. But the ancient society practice of burning of the widow on the fire of the dead husband, that is a common practice. In the Sati stones, only the hand portion of with the bangles are shown. This is not only in almost all parts of India. This phenomena is there on showing Sati, the lady's figure, lady's hand, raised hand with bangles only. It is shown there almost all parts of India. I don't know about the eastern parts of India because I don't know. I didn't have any sculptural representations, but in other parts of India, even Rajasthan, Andhra, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, all these places we can see this kind of raised hands also, and sometimes with the raised hand or with the folded hands. But in Tamil Nadu, we didn't have any representations of these Sati figures here. We didn't have. But when we see the hero stones, sometimes behind the hero, the lady figure is shown there. Might be it is the wife of that deceased person, the hero. It might be, but we have to identify because it's a very small, tiny figure shown there, but only a few things only. Other things are not there. In northern part of Tamil Nadu, particularly in the Kadalur, Perambalur, and Ariyalur districts, even in the Pondicherry Union Territory, these Sati stones are worshipped as Teepanjamma. Yeah, this. Uh, this we can see even today also. This Teepanjaman worship is there in this part of Tamil Nadu. Whenever you go to any part of Kadalur area or Perambalur area, the some kind of stone or some kind of figure, a small figure or a terracotta figure are worshipped as the Teepanjamman. And even in the household also, this Teepanjaman worship is there. So this might be the part of the Sati worship, but now it has stopped here. But the Sati is stopped here. But this Teepanjaman worship is still continuously in the household of almost all the people of this area. That is in the Kadalur, Perambalur, Ariyalur, and Pondicherry Union Territory. Okay, sir. Shall we go to the next slide, sir? This is the Sati stone. that I have taken. And you can see the Sati, the lady is shown with the bangle and the raised hand. And she has been she has been went to the, but her figure is not shown here. Only the raised hand and the with the bangle is shown here. It's some other some auspicious symbols also there we can see there. Next slide. This is our topic on hero stones. So, what is hero stones? Hero stones were erected in memory of the great valor of the heroes that we know almost. They were found in large number in South India. As I said, it is found not only in Tamil Nadu, also in Karnataka. Karnataka is known for Karnataka and Maharashtra, even Goa region. Lot of hero stones are there. I've seen, and also in Rajasthan, other area, and also in Andhra Pradesh. A lot of hero stones are there. But in Tamil Nadu, in the northern part of Tamil Nadu only, that is in Dharmapuri, present Dharmapuri, present Salem, Coimbatore, up to Coimbatore, we can see a lot of hero stones are there. And in the hero stones, what happens? No, they will also bear the name of the, sometimes the name of the kings are present in the hero stones with the Meikirti, that is eulogies, that is the Meikirti or Prasasti of sometimes. So when you see these hero stones, the hero stones were erected. Sometimes the hero stones were made for the people. That is the heroes of that area only. But in the later period, during the Pallava and Pandya period, in the Pandya region, we can see the name of the king. That is Ko Visaya Varma or the Simha Varma, Narsimha Varma. So that kind of Parameshwara Varma. So that kind of kings' names are mentioned, but it is in the later period. That is in the 9th century AD only. So I think we'll go to the next slide, sir. So normally these hero stones are found where, so the location has to be mentioned. They are mostly today. I'm talking about today only because our department, State Department of Archaeology, copied a lot of hero stones, and the hero stones were studied and edited by Mr. Nadana Kasinathan, our former director, and at presently that is Pungundran, Dr. Pungundran, he is also doing a lot of work on, still he is continuing and doing a lot of work on these hero stones. So most of the hero stones are found only in the house sticks of the village at present. We don't know whether in the ancient period where it was located inside in the area where the people will go around and they worship them. But now at present we are seeing only in the house sticks of the villages. And next thing, they are mostly found on the lakeside and riverside only. That we have seen lot of hero stones found in the lake area and also in the riverside area only. Recently, I visited one site at Viluppuram where it is because at present Viluppuram got historical important that is the rainwater because that Tenpenny became flooded heavily. So all the hero stones were immersed in the lakeside. So after some time only we have to go and copy the inscriptions there. So why I'm telling you, most of them are found in the lake area and the river sides only. And another thing is one or more of them are present in some villages also. See, if you go to a village, there is a line of hero stones are present, but some hero stones are inscribed and others are not inscribed. So I want to say the hero stones are seen in Tamil Nadu from 6th, I think we can say in Tamil Brahmi also we got inscription, I'll show there. So Brahmi inscription, hero stone inscription is there. From 3rd century BC to up to 9th, 10th, 9th century CE, we get lot of inscriptions, and that is hero stones. But some inscriptions are, some of them hero stones are inscribed in, important, and some are only the sculptural representation of the heroes who died for some other causes. So next is the in Tamil Nadu, hero stones are ancient period found in the terrain region. It is known in Sangam literature as Mullai. It is called as Mullai. It's and the desert region Palai. This is in the Tamil literary works. That is the Sangam literary works speaks about Mullai and desert region Palai. So it is the fivefold division of ancient Tamil land mentioned in Sangam literary works as Agam and Puram. Why I'm mentioning this one, these at present, these hero stones are located in the area Mullai land and the desert land. That is the Dharmaburi and the pastoral society, where the pastoral society or the where the people lived there and they had raised their pastures. That is the cow and other things. That area only. So these things are, see, what the Sangam literature speaks is it is attested by the stone, that is the hero stones located at present. So what I am telling you, so the Sangam literary works are very important, and they give lot of references which is very important for the society. So for the society, even today also you can see all the hero stones what were mentioned by the Sangam literary works. Okay. What is regional landscape? Mullai means the terrain is more or less a sloping plain, broken here and there by a hillocks. That is, the vegetation is sparse and consisting mostly of the thorny bushes, and the ground is so stony only. This is the Mullai area where we get at present also we are getting lot of hero stones. And desert is nothing but the conversion of the mountain and the pasture land into desert only. So mountain region is called in Tamil literature as Kurinji. Kurinji and Mullai, Tirindal, Palai. And it is a wording, it's a saying in the literary works of the Sangam literature. Presence of wild animals also there, and most of the poems, the Sangam literary works speaks about the robbery. Robbers will be there in the desert area. They speaks about the robbers in that area only. It gives lot of references about the hero stones. Next slide, sir. What is the reason for why we are going to raise the hero stones? What is the reason why we are? I'm not talking about today. I'm talking about the Mullai people. That is the Mullai region. We say in the Mullai region, why they had this erected the hero stones. Rearing of cattle was so common that one of the signs of war in ancient times consisted in carrying away the cattle of the enemy country. So I think it is understood only. So in ancient society, we have most of the people are pastoral people only, that we know. We were all pastoral society only. They will take their cattle one place to another, and they will travel only. They are all more or less, yeah, travelers only. They will take their rearing the pastures, that is their cattle. So this is there only. Here what I am mentioning, this is the carrying of the enemy country. So when a person he goes there and capture the animals from the enemy region, and he comes back. It was next slide. It was considered among the primary duties of the chieftain to protect the cattle of his region. That people took care of the cattle well. They even lost their lives in the war of cattle. So this I want to explain too. One thing, carrying away the cattle is called as Karandai, and bringing the cattle from the enemy country is called as Vanji. Vagai. It is called as Vagai. So Tinai means nothing. That is mentioned in the Sangam literatures, where the people go for fighting. When they go for fighting and take away the cattle from the other side of the people, it is called as Karandai. When they come back, it is called as Vagai. uh, see, I want to say this carrying and taking our the enemy cattle is very important because that is not only in Sangam literature, even in this one in Tirukural also. This cattle is very important wealth. Even in Tirukural it says, it is called as Chelvam. Chelvam means it is a very important wealth for the society. That's a society. Next, about the Sangam literature. I didn't give lot of details here because lot of Sangam literary works are there. But only there are 25 early Sangam literary works mentions about the hero stones and hero stone worship also. And 26 references are those in the literary works. 26 references and 25 early Sangam literary works mentions about the uh, hero stones. Where is the hero stone? Where it was there? One among the Tamil twin epics, Silappadigaram also speaks about the hero stones. The late medieval literature also refers about the erection of the hero stones. I want to point out one thing here. What is that? In the most of the Sangam literatures, they are not directly mentions about the hero stones. They are only passing references only. Because in Sangam literature there are two things, as I said before, Agam and Puram. Agam means it says about the inner life of the people. That is the people, their way of work, of life, love, affection, all those things are in Agam. Agam means inner life. Then Pura means about the political side. You can see a lot of things in the political side. Who is the king? What is the battle fought between the kings and like Cheruchola Pandya and Adiyaman, like that. It is Tirumulaika, Tirukovilur Tirumudikari. All these things are mentioned in the Puram literature. And this Agam, in Agam, most of the hero stones are mentioned in the Agam literature only, because what happens, the lady lover, when her lover goes for earning money or something like that outside his regional place, he travels in the desert area. When he travels in the desert area, what happens, he used to see these hero stones. Oh, because he feels it's a fearsome hero stones. He can see the hero stones there. Robbery will be there. These hero stones, they used to worship there. What worship they will do? No, they will put that is the taddy before the hero stones, and they will cut even the cocks and other things. They will offer those things to the hero stones. The hero stones, they'll say Mail Pili. Mail Pili means the peacock feather. They used to have a peacock feather as a garland for these hero stones. So these things are all mentioned in the Agam literature. So they're not directly mentions about the hero stones particularly, but they give some kind of references about the hero stones. Because of that only, we are getting only 25 references in the heroes, 26 references. Then what is the script and the language? This is very important because what is the script in the hero stones? I said there are a lot of inscribed hero stones found in Tamil Nadu. Then the language is Tamil. It is there. The scripts are in Tamil, Brahmi, Vatteluthu, and present, not present, the medieval period Tamil script. It is found in the inscriptions. Then the hero stones are erected by the common men of the region who lost their life in some battlefield. So sometimes they have erected these hero stones during the battlefield also. Hence, most of them are in regional, local script and languages only. So, I want to say this in this particular period, we did come across till now. Till now we didn't come across any inscriptions in Pallava Grantha or Sanskrit literature, Sanskrit language. So we didn't have any Pallava Grantha script and the Sanskrit language. Why I'm telling this? No, the hero stones were erected for the heroes who lost their life for the public cause of their own region. Because of that only, we are getting the language in Tamil only, and also the script in Tamil Brahmi, Vatteluthu and Tamil. Same thing I think happens for Karnataka and Andhra region also. The regional languages and regional scripts were used by the people of the local area. So next we'll talk about next slide, sir. Next slide. So we have seen we have seen what is the purpose, what is Sangam literature says, then what is the script and language used by the for the erecting the hero stones. Now, who erected the hero stones? This is very important only because this has been erected by the public. So this we can say the public offered their offered their that is the offered to the goodwill of the heroes who died for some other cause of the society or the area or the region, something like that. So there are very few instances in which they were erected either by the elder son or by the younger brother of the hero. So this is another thing. Only first it is erected by the general public, then comes it is erected by the elder son of the hero who lost his life, or by the younger brother of the hero who died in the some war or some other purpose. We'll see what is the purpose in other in other slide. Okay, in some cases, an individual in any way not connected with the next we'll go to first slide, sir. First slide. In some cases, an individual in any way not connected to the hero also erected the hero stones. It is we said in public, but this is why I'm mentioning no. In some cases, individual means some stranger. They also erect this kind of hero stones, and they venerate the heroes. They worship the heroes. Those things happen there. Even till today, also these hero stones worshipped by the local people as Vediyappan temple. It is locally known as Vediyappan temple. When we go for asking them, we want to see hero stones or something like that, they can't understand. They'll say, you want to go to the Vediyappan temple, then only they will lead us to that place. Then we'll go there and we can see the Vediyappan temple, the hero stones there. And even today, they are worshipping it. But they most of them are kept in the that is village agricultural area or the barren land portion only. And next comes I'm showing the photograph here. This is the next slide, sir. This is the menhir. This is my idea because though it is a megalithic burial artifact, the burial thing it is called as menhir, one type of burial. But here I feel because this might have been a starting point for erecting a hero stone or erecting some kind of veneration to the hero who lost their life for some good cause or some other good purpose. Oh, I am because lot of megalithic this menhirs are present in Tamil Nadu. You can see this menhir. It is not present in and around the megalithic area. It is somewhat near the village area in the heart part of the village. So, excuse me. So maybe this menhir might be representation of the representation of hero stones in the earlier stage. Later only they started engraving, sculpturing, making inscriptions and other things. And next comes another this is also a megalithic burial. Or I feel it might be after studying the hero stones, this might be the early part of the early representation of megalithic, that is the hero stone, because but it's a megalithic, but this is not, this is from place called Motur in Vellore district. This is not in situ. It has the village people hunted for some treasures and they have brought it outside and they kept it. Now it is disturbed only, they kept it here. This might be some kind of representation of the heroes as mentioned in the Sangam literary works. But scholars like Dr. Nagasamy and others say it's an anthropomorphic figure or a worship of mother goddess. Because next slide, sir. In this, this is in situ, this megalithic thing. This is also like an anthropomorphic figure only. It is found in Viluppuram area. It is in situ only. It is there in near the megalithic burials. In and around, a lot of scarring circles are there. Megalithic burials are there. So this is what I feel. No, this might be the early representation of the hero stones, and later on it has developed into a developed and worshipped as a hero stone in later period. But this is only identified by Dr. Nagasamy sir as a burial, and it's a Thai Devam. He called it as a Thai Devam. But Dr. Narsimhaya, he mentioned it as a bird-like anthropomorphic figure only. But this kind of hero stones are, lot of hero stones are found in, I've seen in Karnataka and other areas only. So this is my presumption. This might be the early representation of the hero stones. Hero stones might be, but this is actually intact in situ. It is found in the near the inside the megalithic period. If you disturb this site and say what is there, we have to find out. But as it is the only piece, only thing representation found in Tamil Nadu, so we didn't disturb it. If you get another site, we can see. We have shown. I have shown before one thing. No, this has been disturbed and it is kept in the roadside. The people of that village disturbed it, and we didn't get any. They didn't get any artifacts from inside it. Next comes, as I said, next comes this one. This is the first time we come across the that is the hero stone of a hero stone in Tamil inscription. That is in Tamil Brahmin inscription. Because we didn't before and all. This is a very eye-opening and this is very important finding by the Tamil University. One Mr. Dr. Selvaraj, he has found out, he has identified, and he has Dr. Rajan has mentioned it in his book on Tamil inscriptions book on it. So this is very important. See, this is written in Veluri Chernd. It is mentioned as Veluri Chernd Padavan Avvan என்பவனுக்கு எடுக்கப்பட்ட. This is also this is a hero stone. It mentions that hero stones only. It belongs to 3rd century BCE, as I mentioned here. Now, this is in Puliman Kombai. See, the people know that area people, we didn't get the full shape of the hero stone. It is disturbed. This now they kept it in the Tamil University. They are having museum there. So this has been kept there and they are safely there. So this is mentioned a place called Vale. Ur means it's a place. Ur, it's a place. Then a person called as Padavan, Avvan. He has, because for him, hero stone was raised. It is mentioned like that. And next one. This is another hero stone. This is very interesting because, as I said before, the society was a pastoralist society. They fought for cattle, bringing cattle and enemies' cattle, cattle field only. Because of cattle, they fought. So this inscription is very important. This is also from Puliman Kombai, Theni district. Now it is presently kept in the Tanjavur Museum, that is the Tamil University Museum. So it mentions a place called Kodal. Mentions a place called Kodal. And Arkol is nothing but the cattle rearing. That is cattle. That is bringing the cattle or taking away the cattle. Arkol means it's a cattle. Pusalin means fighting. Fighting with the war, bringing the cattle. He died. This person died. Paid Thiyan. In the person is called as Paid Thiyan Andavan. The name of the person is Paid Thiyan Andavan. Because for him, the hero stone was that is a stone was erected. But we didn't get any sculptural representation is there, representation of the hero. Only the inscription is there, and this belongs to 2nd century BCE. This is very interesting. As I said, this gives the evidence that during this what the Sangam literatures attested mentions about the pastoral society, the fight for the cattle is attested in the inscription. This is very important. And another next one is this is also Tamil Brahmi inscription. Same thing, that is the Puliman Kombe. Most of them are turned into pieces only. That is very sad for the archaeologists. Anyway, what we had to do when they went there, they found only the portion of the inscription. It's the very earliest inscription. So in Puliman Kombe, another one is a broken inscription only, fragmentary only we collected. And next one is the at a place called Tadampatti, where there is another hero stone inscription. We didn't get any hero representation, only the inscription is mentioned there. This is also very important and very interesting. Now, this inscription has been kept in the Keeladi Museum. Very newly, Keeladi Museum has been this has been inaugurated by the CM of CM, and this inscription, that is the inscription from Tadapatti in Teni district, it is kept there. This is also mentioned about the person. The person's name is lost. It mentions about the hero stone. It's also Emachan. It says as Emakkal. It's a Pali. Pali means a Palli, that is Palli will call, or Pali means a stone erected for a hero or something like that. So this belongs to 2nd century. One before we have seen in the upper portion, that is in the 4th century BCE inscription. So almost when we see these inscriptions are mostly what happened? They are mostly hero stone inscriptions. Sorry, with Brahmi inscription. This is very important thing. So Tamil Brahmi inscription with without any sculptural representation, we get the hero stone inscriptions in the earliest period that datable to 3rd century BC. Roughly, we can say 3rd century BCE in the place called Poliman Kombai, Tadapatti, and other places. Next slide, sir. This is Vattalati inscription. It is nothing, but we'll go to next slide, sir. We'll go to next slide, and because we'll talk about it later on. So now, when hero stones were not erected, not only to those who fell in the battlefield, this is very important because we know that because of pastoral society, the taking away the cattle and other things were happened there. Actually, our topic of our seminar is on battlefield only. But when I was thinking about it, I thought, why don't we focus on hero stones, though they are not in the battlefield, but the people, the heroes who died for some other good cause, can be mentioned in the, can be highlighted in the seminar. Because of only I gave this topic as hero stones of Tamil Nadu. So next comes, but also but also fell in killing tigers. It is called as Pulikutti Patankal. Kal means stone, Puli means it's a tiger, and Kutti means it is because of tiger. Both tiger as well as the hero also dies in the same place. So in that place, they used to erect a hero stone. See, when sometimes the hero stones, they erect the hero stones wherever the hero died, and sometimes they will erect it, as I said, mentioned before, in the lake area or in the river area. And another one is the wild boar. So the wild boar, that is called wild boar, Pandri, it used to disturb the that is the agricultural land and take away all the things, that is they will destroy the agricultural land. So for that also they fought, the heroes fought with the wild boar, and it is called as Pandri Kutti Pattankal. Pandri means in Tamil wild boar, Pattan means died in the place, and Kal means stone. So the both the wild boar as well as the heroes, both of them will die, and both of them will die because it's a very good cause. Because of that, the society, the people used to erect for killing the tiger as well as the wild boar also. In memory of the value of the hero, his family was donated a piece of land by the villagers and village headmen. So sometimes we don't know, but some references are there in the hero stone mentioning that the hero who died in the battle, not in the battlefield, some other purpose like killing the tiger or wild boar or something. Even though in on recently I've seen here a hero stone was erected for a person who was bite by the snake. So I've seen there in recently I've seen the inscription, but I don't know whether inscription is there or not. I have to find out. So because of the some valuer or some other good cause or good purpose, when he lost his life, what happens? No, the headmen of the villages or the headmen, they used to donate some land to the piece of land to the family, surviving family. So this is also seen in some of the inscriptions. But most of the inscriptions, the hero stones, we get only the name of the hero who died, why he died, what is the reason, like Pulikutti Pattankal or Pandrikutti Pattankal, like that they used to say. We didn't get more than the references about the village headman or the donations made to the people, made to the family, other things. But in the later period, during the after 10th century, during the Vijayanagara period and other period, we get these references. The head offering or donating land to the family. This is there. But I want to say one thing here. As I said, Vattaluthu inscription. Vattaluthu is nothing but a inscription. It is called in Tamil as in it is like a round, like you can imagine these inscriptions are present day Malayalam script. Malayalam script is like that. They call it as Vattam in Tamil. In even today, the Malayalam script is called as Vattam. So same thing, Enkan, Vattam, all the terminology used for Vatteluthu. So when this Vatteluthu inscriptions are found mostly in the area in and around, as I said, Dharmapuri, that is in the northern part of Tamil Nadu only. Most of them are found in northern part of Tamil Nadu. Though Vatteluthu was prevalent in Pandya region also. In the Pandya inscriptions, what are the Pandya inscriptions are Vaigai bed inscription and other inscriptions are written in Vattaluthu inscription. But hero stones in northern part of Tamil Nadu, most of them are in Vattaluthu characters only. This is very important. It shows that the people in that area used this Vattaluthu. Those script is Vattaluthu, but the language is Tamil only. So this is in the northern part of Tamil Nadu. They had this. This Vattaluthu, it has been from 6th century to 9th century only. Up to 9th century, this has been prevalent. After the coming of the Cholas, the imperial Cholas, this has faded away, and they taken up the Tamil. present day, I mean not present, or the medieval Tamil script, and they adopted all the Tamil scripts here. This has been mentioned by Rajarada's inscription also. He says the Palaye Padiyai Matri. It's a terminology used for that. That it says that what happens no, when inscribing the inscriptions, engraving the inscriptions on the temples. He makes the old inscription epigraphs and making the new ones. Palaya Padi. Palaya means it's earlier. He has taken the Padi, and that is the inscription. Then he copies the inscription. Then he is writing it on the present or the medieval period Tamil inscription. Why I am telling you, no, because only few experts are there in Tamil Nadu reading the Vattalathi inscription. As I said before, Dr. Nadana Kasinathan, Nagasasamy sir, and Dr. Pumundran sir. Because lot of Vattalathi inscriptions are there in the present in the hero stones and other area in and around the northern part of Tamil Nadu. This I want to mention it here. Then there are hero stones elected along the heroes for his pet dog. This is very interesting thing. We'll see the photograph next time. Interestingly, in Tamil Nadu, two memorable stones were erected for the cock who lost their life for winning the cockfight game. So this is also very interesting thing. Next slide, sir. Yeah. So this is the very interesting, as I said, this is the, you can see a dog here, a hero standing with a sword on his head and a bow, a small part is shown there. It might be a part for toddy or we call or toddy or in something like that, some drink will be there. So this is very interesting. You can see the dog here. There are dogs were even in Maharashtra area. I've seen one inscription, one hero stone erected for a dog. It's a pet dog, but actually it's a pet dog. But here it is very interesting because this has been from Tiruvannamalai district in Chengam area. It is a place called Eduthanur. It is a Vattalathi inscription. This inscription is in Vattaluthu, and it is belongs to the Pallava king, first Mahendra Varma, who was the author of the Mahabalipuram rock cuts and other things. Then this belongs to, this has been dated to 624 BC, I'm sorry, CE, Common Era. And then it is called as, it mentions about a person called Kovisaya Panmarku, Mahindra Panmarku. See, here the Mahendra king, first Mahendra, the Pallava king is known in Tamil language, the local Tamil language as Mahindra Padmar. So how they localized the name of the royal also in a local people, how they used to mention the name of the king as locally. See, they used to say, there is a saying in Tamil Nadu, when the Britishers, they can't pronounce the name called Sitapadi, they used to say Sitapedi, like that. The pronunciation will be different. So same thing happens for the people here in local people also, because the local people know, they don't know how to pronounce Mahendra Varman. So what they are saying, Mahindra Panmarku. Panmar means the name of the king. Mahindra. So how the terminology is Mahindra is very interesting here, and it mentions about the who died and other things. So in the next side, this is the inscription seen on the top portion of the hero. In the rarer side, in the behind the dog, you can see a inscription. It is also in a Vattalathi character. This is very interesting because as I said, this inscription, there is a inscription for, no, I'm sorry, there were hero stones erected for pet, but this interesting inscription is very interesting. Why I am mentioning it, it says this dog died while it was fought with color means a robber. He fought with a thief or a robber. I will read the inscription. Kovivan ennum நாய் means dog, ஒரு கல்லனை கடித்து, கல்லன் means is a thief, then died. காத்திருந்து means it's died. So this is very interesting. So this dog also died with the along with the hero. So the hero stone mentions about the hero who died in the while fighting with the thief. So as I said, for other causes also the hero stones are erected. See here it's highlighted. The hero fought with a thief, maybe one or two thief. We don't know, but it's not mentioned here. He died in a thing. But this dog also fought with a thief. One thief. It is called as oru. Oru means one thief. Then he died. This dog also died. This is very interesting thing. Very informative and very interesting for the hero stone study also. Next answer. And as I said, there are hero stones representing the cockfight. I said cockfight. See, hero stones were erected for the not only to the human being, also to the cock and other things also. This is a place called Arasalapuram in Viluppuram district in Tamil Nadu. At present, this has been kept in the PWD department, inside the PWD department campus. This is in Viluppuram PWD department. If somebody wants to go there and see, you can see the inscription there. It is very interesting. This is mentions. This is the I'll tell you. I'll read out the inscription. I got the inscription here. It's mentioned here. Kiricheri Koli Potpotri. The name of the this one. This is the name of the Koli, that is the cock, is also mentioned in this inscription. Next slide, sir. This is only Kiricheri Koli Potpotri. This is the inscription. This is in Vattalatti inscription only. It is in Indalur in Viluppuram district. This is in the same area only. See, from these, see what happens, the cocks also fought. There was a cock fight, even in the northern part of Tamil Nadu, also in the Karnataka, Karur area. You can see during the Pongal time, during the festival time, they will have the cock fight. So this cocks, this is they erected here. Hero stone, and you can call a hero stone or a memorable stone for the cock who fought for the village. It is called as it has fought for the village. So they erected this hero stone or memorable stone, memorial stone. Next slide, sir. And this is only there, as I said, Pulikutti Pattankal. You can see the dog there. This one is shown there. The tiger is shown, very big tiger. See, very big, very huge tiger. See how this cultural representation of tiger is there, and a dog is shown over the head portion of the tiger, and another dog is shown here fighting with the tiger here. And the hero, he might have been died fighting with the tiger. Then his hero stone is represented here. See this and her near the hero, the lady is shown here. Might be the wife of that hero. So this might be a sati, both sati as well as the hero stone. This is dated to Vijayanagara period, the later period. Now it is kept in the Dharmaburi Museum. If somebody wants to do some work on hero stones of Tamil Nadu and other things, they can visit the Dharmaburi Museum, which has lot of collections of hero stones there with the inscription and without inscriptions also. The body language, the representation of the body language, the weapons, everything is very important, very interesting for the study of the hero stones. Next slide, sir. You can see in this, see how huge tiger was shown in before slide, and see this is the early period, that is a later period representation of the hero fighting with the fought with the tiger. But this is the early representation, but we didn't have any inscription references. Very big huge tiger is shown there, and two, like that two dogs are there fighting with the tiger, and they are going and fighting with the tiger. The man with the sword is killing the tiger, and he is also having a small knife, and that headdress, that is the body, the drapery, everything is very important, very interesting. Maybe the drapery and other things, the ornaments shown here seems to be of a royal or some other, some headman of the village who fought with the tiger and he lost his life. So this is interesting, but we didn't have any, we didn't have any inscription here. Next comes, sir. So the sculptural representation of the heroes is very interesting, and the sculptural because we are seeing the sculptures there. Because of that only, I've shown the sculptural representation there. The top portion of the hero is engraved with the inscription. Most of the inscriptions are found on the top portion of the hero stone. The figure of the soldier is engraved below it. Excuse me. Sometimes in the side, sometimes the side of the figure, sometimes also in the side portion. We have seen the dog, Govindan dog, dog's inscription is seen in the side portion of the figure. In the lower right and left side of the hero, there are figures of small box-like relief caskets, water pots, and mirror with the handle. This is the sculptural representation of the hero stones. We can see in the earliest time also, this representation is seen in the hero stones. Next one, sir. Next slide. Pardon, sir? Pardon, sir? Is there anything you want to say? Okay, sir. Okay. And next slide. Sculptural representation of the hero stones. So this is a continuation of the previous. The earliest bas relief sculptural representation of Tamil Nadu we can identify like that, because in Mahabalipuram other area you can see a huge bas relief, the elephant going on a rally and taking water and other things are there. So it's so this we can feel this is the bas relief cultural representation of Tamil in the early Tamil Nadu. I don't know anything about the north in the Karnataka and Andhra area, but I think this is the earliest representation of bas relief representation of sculpture representation, the hero stones. After that only the Mahabalipuram other things were developed by the Pallava kings. Then some post as standing. So when we come to the sculptures, we can see most of them are standing straight only sometimes, and shield or bow and sword are held in their left and right hand respectively. So because why this happens, in the early stage, the local people or the local sculptors, they don't know how to represent the sculpture representations, because early period we didn't have any there most of them are perishable. Most of the temples or other things are made out of perishable materials only. In Tamil Nadu, the stone is always connected with death only. Death only. Because of that only, they made these hero stones with stone. And these hero stones, no, in the early time, they don't know how to represent the heroes in a in a moment way. So what happened? No, they portrayed the heroes in a straight portion, and they had this shield or bow and sword in the left and right hand side of the hand only. They were shown two hands only shown, and they will fight with the tiger or with the wild boar or something like that. Some are next comes. Some are shown turning their face to left, raising their left leg bended, holding a bow in the left hand and dagger in the right side. This is very interesting. As I said before, they represented only in the standing state, as it is the earliest stage. And later stage, when they developed the developed the art of sculpturing the heroes, they what happened? No, they have shown the movement of the hero. That is fighting, holding the, showing, turning the face and left side, raising the left leg bender. This kind of activity and action is shown in the hero stones. This is very interesting. If somebody wants to do some iconographic study, I mean not iconography, sculptural study or something like that, art study, this will be a very useful for the art historians, I think so. And next comes the garment, you know, appears to be a opina. It's a small, it's tied in and around the waist area only. So very small. This is the, you can see like our Mahatma Gandhi, is represented with this waist, small waist dhoti only. So same thing seen in the representation, cultural representation of the heroes also. And most of the heroes are shown barefooted only. In the late early period only, they didn't have any that is foot. They didn't. It's a barefoot only. But in the later period, they were shown with the some kind of representation of the slippers or something like that. But most of them are only barefooted only. We can see the barefooted cultural representation of the heroes. And next comes and the two heroes are shown there. Next one, sir. Next one. This is only the I want to show the barefooted heroes, and they are shown in the side way. How they are shown in the side way? They are having a bow in their hand. Two of them, two bows are shown with the hand, and a sword is shown there. See, their the dhoti, the person of the dhoti, and they are barefooted only. It is very interesting during the Pallava period sculptural representations of the headgear, no, headgear or the head portion, no, it mostly represent the Pallava hairstyle. Same thing happens for the Pallava royal representation, like in Mahabalipuram and other things. So you can see the vary of two, which is during the Pallava period, only the local sculptural representation as well as the hi-fi royal representation of the sculptures. So maybe they are all for agamic purpose, or some other Puranic stories, Purana stories or epic stories are represented in sculptures of Mahabalipuram and other area. And these are all local people, local tribal or the people of that area. We can say they are the Mannin Maindar. We'll say Mannin Maindargal are the people of the local area. They were represented like that only. But only the head portion, the headgear, we can see the same thing happens for the Pallava royal representation of the headdress, as well as the cultural representations headdress seen in the hero stones also. Next comes, sir. Here I want to say something about the Kabilarkal. Why I'm talking about the Kabilarkal, as we are talking about the heroes, this very interesting thing. I think most of them knows about the hero, that is the poet of the Sangam period called as Kabila. Here, the inscription is there is an inscription of representation of Rajaraja first in the 27th ruling year. It is a regular year. It belongs to 1012 CE from the temple called Virateshwara Temple, Tirukovilur. It is in Kelayur. It is in the place is called as Kelayur. This is very interesting because the inscription is referred about the Sangam poet Kabila, who died after entering into the fire. The inscription mentions the place as Kabilarkal. So this this act was this Kabilar died entering into the fire during the Sangam period. But later inscription of Rajaraja's period mentions about the act. So this is the continuous act of the that is the continuous what we have to say, the continuously this habit of entering into the fire or erecting hero stones also continues in the later period also, in Rajara's period also. There is a mentioning of Rajara's inscription above the Kabilarkal. Even today, the rock on which he was sitting facing north is known as Kabilarkal, situated on the midst of the river Pennar. If you happen to see though it's not a hero stone representation, but it's somewhat a hero stone representation of the earlier Sangam poet mentioned in the later Rajaraja's inscription, and we got a representation in there also. We can see there. I'll show the photograph now. Next, we'll go to the next slide, sir. This is a continuation of that same thing only. There is a saying that after having persuaded Malayaman to marry the daughters of Pari, one of the last 7 philanthropists, poet Kabilar is said to have entered into the funeral fire at this place. So this has been mentioned in the Sangam literary works. This has been mentioned in the inscription of Rajaraja first on the wall of the Shiva temple at Tirukovilur. From this inscription, it is evident that the facts mentioned in the Sangam works were attested by the later rulers of the Tamil country, the great Rajaraja Chola in the 11th century CE. So the continuous worship of the heroes, or the continuous veneration of the heroes, is also still there. Though Kabilar died, he died entered into the fire because he got frustrated because he could not make the 2 daughters of he was a philanthropist. He is also one of the philanthropists. He could not make Malayaman to marry these 2 daughters. He got 2 daughters. So because of that only, he entered into the fire. Leaving, you can ask me, what happened to the 2 daughters? They were married later on by another poet called the lady poet Opoyar. She took initiative, and she got married these 2 daughters to the other 2 kings, Devigan and other 2 people. So it is also mentioned in the Sangam literature. Next comes, sir. And this is the Kabilarkal, I said. Still it is standing there. This is when the water was not there. If it is water is there, it is full of water. As I said now, because of the heavy rain and flooded with this Pennayar river was flooded. This has been high. This has been it has fallen inside. Now I think the water recedes. You can see the Kabilarkal there. And next comes the next slide, sir. This is some of the some of the hero stones. You can see as I said before, the headgear, that is the headdress. You can see this closely. You can see typical of the Pallava period. if you happen to see the that is the INR sculptures or the Muruga sculptures of the Pallava period or the sculptural representations in the Mahabalipuram, you can see this kind of head type there, and also long elongated elongated ear lobes also seen there. So next comes next slide. And see, as I said before, they are holding something, some kind of a mirror or something like that. The two ladies are shown here. So she might be the representation. Inscription is there. I didn't mention because as it is an international um, things, it goes to the international scholars. I didn't give any details about the inscriptions. Inscriptions are then Vatteluthu only, and you can see two ladies are there. Maybe the lady behind is higher than and the lady the side, and because this lady is maybe the two ladies, one lady might be the hero's wife, or another will be the hero's assistant, and the wife's assistant or hero's assistant might be, or both of them are wives of the hero. And you can see a small lamp is also shown there. So this is a typical representation of the lamp. Lamp is always shown with along with the heroes. Lamp and as I said, the toddy part and other things are always shown here. And next comes another slide. These are all some of the pictures I want to show. This is the sculptural representation. See how the hero is shown here. There is an inscription there. It's mentioned there, and the leg portion. You can see some kind of that is the leg is barefooted only. One thing I want to tell you is see the drapery. That is the drapery is shown, some kind of knot is there, so might be this belongs to later period with the inscriptions. Lot of inscriptions are there. Next comes another slide. Yeah, the inscription is there. So you can see a sword is there, and this knife, no, the knife or this sword or the shield. You can see the shield. A small knife is shown in the hip portion. It is called as kuruval in Tamil. And another thing one is wall. Wall means it's a sword, very big sword. So these are all represented. It is mentions about the man who died in the fighting with the cattle rearing and other things only. Next comes this is the other representation of the these are all most of them are cultural representation. If you want to read the inscriptions, we can go for that also. We got all the inscriptions are there, copied and published by the department of State Department of Archaeology as Chengam Nadugarkal. Nadugarkal means hero stones, and Dharmaburi Nadugarkal, Dharmaburi hero stones only. And next comes next slide. Yeah, same thing, same representation of the hero with the shield, and the inscription is there. Almost all the inscription talks about, as I said before, they give only the name of the person who erected, who died in the, who died, what is the cause. Sometimes the cause is mentioned, and most of the inscriptions mention about the name of the person and also who erected it. The same, only few lines are there, only the same things are mentioned in the inscriptions. Inscriptions mentions Perumba, Sevagan. There are a lot of reference about Sevagan. Sevagan means nothing but the servant of that area. He might be the servant of that servant of some not royal, that village or something like that we can mention. Next slide, sir. And this slide is very interesting. This this representation is very interesting. You can see the person is in movement. How he is, excuse me, how is moving, moving. I'll read out the inscription. Uh, this is the inscription of Singavarman. Singavarma means is Pallava king. Is called as Vinna Parmarku. Singavinma Parmarku. Yandu Pattavadu. I'll read out and I'll explain it in English. யாண்டு பத்தாவது மேன்மீ கொன்ற நாடான் படையன் சேவகர் சென்னப்புடையான் மூதிய கோவர்தனன் தெரு கொள்ளிர் பட்டான்கள். Why I am mentioning this, it gives a Singapanman. Singavarma means it's a name of the Pallava king, Simhavarman. Now we'll call it a Simhavarman. The local people mentions are Singavarman. Singa Vinna Parmark. Vinna. We'll call it as Singa Singa Vinna Parmark. And Yand Pattavadu means it's his ruling king. The king's ruling time is 10th year of the ruling king. It mentions about the what happened and things. Toru Kolir Patankal. Toru means nothing but the cattle ready. So cattle, when they fought with the cattle, bringing the cattle, this man died, and because of for him, this has been erected. So why this inscription is mentions about the Pallava king? It's very interesting. And next slide, sir. And this inscription. This is also inscription I mentioned. It's only 4 lines. So almost all the inscriptions are only 2 or 4 lines only. So as I said before, they mentioned about the hero's name or the person who erected or worshipped this hero. Something the same information will be there. Sometimes only we'll get the reference of the king, his regalia, as well as the sometimes prasasti. The prasasti is called as Ko-Visaya. Ko-Visaya means it is mentioned in the inscription. Ko-Visaya means we'll say Swasta Sri. Like that, it's a mentioning of that only. And next slide, sir. We'll go to the next slide. This inscription also, you can see the man is holding a lot of arrows in his hand, and he is shown moving in a movement portion. This is also belongs to the king, Pallava king only. It is in 15 lines. It mentions about who passed away, who has made this, who has erected this, and also the person's name, place also. It is mentioned as Pakam, Amur, Pakam, all the in and around the area was mentioned in the inscriptions. This is very interesting. Next slide, sir. Shall we go to the next slide? This is also a important inscription. See, the hero is shown holding a bow and aiming somebody, some other thing, but we don't know for whom he has been. It is said Pusal. Pusal means fighting with something. We don't, because the inscription is lost in that area. Pusal Pattankal. So in the inscription hero stones, it is mentioned as Pattan. Pattan means he died in the battle, not in the battlefield, fighting with some other purpose, like fighting with a tiger or something like that. Pattan is very interesting terminology. Even still today, most of the people in the local area used to have this say Pattankal. When somebody passed away or something died, they used to say Pattan, Randan, so like that. So another, this is also very a few more without inscription I'm showing, but I'm reading the inscription. This is the, this is also one of the inscription mentions about the hero who died in the border battle, not in the battlefield, but in the doing some. We don't get any references. Toru erindu pattan. Toru means what, you know? I said it's a cattle raid. So when cattle ride, when went for cattle uh, raid, he passed away, died there, and the inscription and the hero stone is raised for him. I read the inscription. மூன்றாவது நாயனூர் நாடால் நாடாண்டிய சேவகரு. Most of almost I said in is in Tamil only. The name of the person is Porchatan. Why I'm reading this inscription, you know, Satan is nothing but the merchant group. So lot of inscriptions refer about the merchants. They are called as Satan. Satan. Satan is Satu is the goods carried by the merchants. Satu, it is terminology. Shasta Valibad also some way connected with this terminology Satan, because in Tamil Nadu Satan Koil are there, temple is there in and around Tamil Nadu, that is in that is in Kanyakumari district and other places. You can see this Satana temple. Satan is there. Satan is nothing but the Ayyanar worship is also there. So why I'm mentioning this, you know, that Port Satan might be the merchant from this area. He died in during merchant or a person's name. He died while in the cattle rearing or while cattle picking up the cattle. He died there, or he went there and he is taking the cattle. He might have been died in the back in the area in the hero stone. This hero stone has been erected. Next comes, sir. I don't want to go in detail. How long shall I take, sir?
I suppose within 5 minutes you can complete this. Yes,
5 minutes, sir? Okay, sir. Okay. So I will push up. I will show the photographs only. Next slide, sir. I don't know. Because of that only, I didn't have the inscriptions there, because they will elaborate. But most of the inscriptions are mostly of mentioning the name of the hero or the place or what happened, what is the deed he has taken, something like that only. So here, this inscription, you can see a small part is there. That part is nothing but the Todi part. I said a small temple-like figure is there. Some scholars know, they believe, because of that only I have put this slide there. Some scholars believe this might be a Shivalinga or a representation of a temple. But I think when we see see nearer this hero stone, it is not, they are not visible. When we take in the stampages, we can see it's like just like a temple, small temple or a linga. Some scholars believe that this might be a Shivalinga worship during that period, but we didn't get any kind of references of Shivalinga worship or something like that in the Sangam literary works. But that we get Paripadal and other later period only, we get lot of references about the religion and other things only. But here, some scholars say it is a representation of Shivalinga or a temple. But we have to identify. If we get some other inscriptions from some other place, like in Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh and other representations, we can identify what is the representation, what it represents, what it means to us. Next, we'll go to the slide, sir. Why I'm shown this slide, no, see, we have seen a beautiful representation, sculptural representation of the heroes, but here you can see this representation of a hero, his facial representation is like maybe a old man or something, like some kind of old man or some some kind of tribal men. The facial representation is there. Maybe the hero stone sculptor might have seen this and he made this representation after seeing the man's face. So I want to show this to you. Next slide, sir. This is the mostly almost all the representation, all the sculptures are same thing only. We'll push up, sir. As I said, you can see here representation of a toddy part. Next one, sir. Before. Not done. Next one. You can see a toddy part. Yeah, Shivlinga type of representation. You see there. So we have to find out whether it's a Shivlinga or a temple or something like that, or any representations. But these are all early Pallava period representations. We have to find out. Next slide, sir. So you can see the Shivlinga nicely. Next slide, sir. This is the same thing. Fighting scene. See, though Torupattan means they fought for bringing the cattle. But this, you can see the sculpture representation of one man died and he is lying down. Another man, this man, the man with the higher man, is holding his leg and killing the next man. So this, you can see the representation. Fighting with the people also, with the enemy also. Next slide, sir. This inscription is a later, it's a Chola period inscription. We didn't get any references after Pallava period. We didn't get any hero stones. This inscription is, though it is in Vattilathu and Tamil medieval period Tamil inscription. This is a hero stone. Maybe the king is shown and the galloping on the elephant, and a man is sitting behind him, is a servant, and he died in the when he was fighting with the enemy. There is an inscription. There is a king called Anami Tunjiya Devan. Anai means elephant. He died in the battlefield when he was fighting with the Chola. There was a Chola king is mentioned here. So why I'm telling this, hero stones are also there in the later period also. So we'll go to the conclusion, sir. Hero stones are the memorial stones for the soldiers who lost their life in the battlefield or at the time of carrying away the cattle of the enemy country. This is mentioned mostly in the Sangam literary work. Sometimes they were erected for the heroes who died while recovering the cattle and carried by the enemy country. And sometimes the name of the king with the ruling dates were also present. They were evoked for the deeds and the value even today also. They are mostly under worship only. Most of these hero stones, as I said, in the Dharmapuri and other area, they are now still they are under worship. They will call it as a Vediyappan temple. If you happen to see that, you can see these hero stones there in that area. Is there anything we can discuss, sir? What is the opinion of Ravi Shankar, sir? I didn't go to the details of the inscriptions.
Yeah, thank you very much, madam, for a well-crafted scholarly presentation. Now the session is open for the question and answer, and any relevant question can be taken up. Anything from Ravi Kumar Ayyarji Bhai Sahab, who is the member of All India Sampark Vibhag RSS. Bhai Sahab, we want to speak on that topic.
Thank you. The learned scholar has shown a lot of insight into so many unknown facts about Tamil Nadu.
Thank you, sir.
Actually, ancient Tamil Nadu, particularly Sangam age, is renowned for its rich literary tradition.
Yeah.
The Sangam literature and later on Silappadigaram, Manimegalai, Tirukkural, etc.
Yes, sir.
These are known to many people nowadays, but the lot of information that Dr. Vasanthi Srinivasan has given are less known. I may say very, very little is known about these hero stones. So very, very thankful to you.
Thank you, sir.
And she said it in such a fluid manner that there was hardly any repetition, but lot of facts, a lot of information, and lot of pictorially she showed. So it was engrossing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Kind of you, sir.
Thank you, Bhai Sahab. Any questions? Indrajit sir, you are here. Srinivasan Rao sir, you are here. Poonam Rana madam from Nepal.
For your knowledge, I had invited a few more scholars who are well aware of some of these information. There's one Dr. Padma Priya, there's one Murali Subramaniam, there's one Vishali Krishnan, and Mallika Ganga Khedkar. They are also scholars doing a lot of research in ancient Tamil scriptures, and they go to temple. So you may ask some of them to speak. For example, Padma Priya, she has traveled across Tamil Nadu in search of all these ancient glories.
Namaste, Raviji. Namaste, Ji. Thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful lecture. It was great listening to you. And I have listened to many of your lectures in Chennai as well. So thank you so much. So we were just pleased to see many of these hero stones sculptures. And it would have been nice if you had explained some of the inscriptions also. But maybe some other time we'll invite you in our forum also to just speak about it. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much.
There's one Vishali Krishnan also, a highly knowledgeable person.
Padma Priya, madam, you have done on Kuam River exploration, no, madam?
No, ma'am. I have done on the musical instruments, the extinct musical instruments from temple sculptures.
Yes. I heard about it. Yeah, thank you.
And Murali Subramanian, can you say something, Murali? Or Mallika Ganga Khedkar?
Padma Priya, madam, I have to go into detail of the inscriptions because
Yes.
most of them are repeated only. So I have given
Yes,
only
ma'am.
the first portion of it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Piyushji, take over.
Yes, thank you very much, Bhai Sahab. Anyone who wishes to ask questions?
By T.S. Ravishankar ji.
Yes, Sujita madam, you want to ask question? Please ask.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening. Good evening to all of you. I'm actually doing some research on the topic of the journey of Tamil heroes into gods, which is basically the hero stones being worshipped at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to ask some. I want to have some explanation on that. How did we erected the hero stones? Yes, but how did that practice started to the pivoted into worshipping them? It kind of it became a practice in all of the households of importantly South Indian households to worship their ancestors. Munnorgal Vaipadu. Can you elaborate on that, ma'am?
It is the now family god and family goddesses are there, so the heroes who lost their life for some are good cause of the society, their area, because of that only it has become a practice of worshipping. Actually, these heroes, Munnor Valipadu is actually the hero stone worship only. This has been worshipped not by the local, I mean that is what I have to say. It is not worship in the household worship. It is worship in the village people. That is the local area only. Local people only worship it. Not the that is it's not a household worship. You can't mention it like that because household means Kudumba. It's that is the Kudumbam. See, நம்ம என்ன சொல்லுவோம் குலதெய்வ வழிபாடு. It is called as குலதெய்வ வழிபாடு. But this is entirely different. This is the worship worshipped by the local people, because some people lost their life because of the cause of their village. Like that only we have to take up. Okay.
Punam Rana madam. Punam Rana madam.
Yeah. Namaste, ma'am. Nice to see you.
How are you?
This is Dr. Poonam from Nepal.
I know.
It was such, yeah, I know you. And it was so nice listening to you.
Thank you.
And I don't have question because I don't know much about hero stones, but in my country, we don't have hero stones or ancient stones, but we do have what do you call engravings of soldiers carrying arms, ammunitions, battlefields, uh, carved on some, say, temples or somewhere, just to show these were the soldiers. So we have not gone into hero aspects, but we try to generate their dresses, what kind of dress they wore, which period they belong to. It was because it does not depict particular hero, but it depicts, what do you call, only images. So we don't have hero stones in Nepal, but however, um, all these images of battlefields and all have been depicted even in my country in wooden pillars, wooden struts, somewhere along the temples. You can see them, but not like your hero stones at all. But in what you call literary sources, we have enormous materials mentioned of the heroes. Some of them have written diaries, which I will be presenting one paper on Janga Bahadur's diary and the war tactics and how they used, even in those days when they did not have technology, they had a lot of brain, how to attack, this, that, different tactics. So they were heroes in their own areas, I think. And thank you, ma'am. This is so very interesting, and I wish I could hear more about the inscriptions. Let's hope for the best.
Yes.
Thank you, Pius. Thank
Thank
you,
you, ma'am.
everyone.
Indrajit sir.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, ma'am. Thank you for such an interesting and informative session. And we didn't know that such type of concept also persisted in Tamil Nadu. Having seen such kind of stones in Jaisalmer area, Bikaner, and especially the Marwar region of Rajasthan, uh, uh, do you see any differentiation in the style of making the hero stones as per the clan wise or the segment, society segment wise is concerned? For example, in Rajasthan, for Kshatriyas, we see the Manihars having a person carrying sword and riding a horse. And for Mahajan, it is different. For a Brahmin, it is different, and etc. So, do you find such type of classifications in hero stones as well?
No, sir, not at all, sir. Because in Tamil Nadu, these hero stones were erected only for the caste, public caste only. These are all later period only, like Maratha period, Rajasthan, later period only. Because you had the influence of the Mughal invasion and other things, Because of that, this representation will be there. But I'm talking about the early period. But later period also, during Vijayanagara period also, we got hero stones. But most of them are shown fighting with the tiger or something like the local people only, not these kind of hero stones present in Tamil Nadu. I'm talking about Tamil Nadu. I don't know anything about Karnataka and Andhra region. See and find out. So this is the later period. In Tamil Nadu, I'm talking about the early period, during the Sangam period. Almost all the hero stones were erected for some good cause, like fighting with a tiger or wild animal or something like that, or the robbers, like that.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the answer.
Indrajit sir, for your help, I have just put one hero stone from Jodhpur. Warrior is sitting on the horse, and some inscription is there in Devanagari or something like that.
Well,
So,
sir, yes,
Yes.
sir. You can send it to me. I am currently working with the Bikaner archive and on Jaipur records. So I am getting perfected in Dhundadi Bhasha also. So it will be a challenge as well as interesting exercise for me. You please send me the picture. I will just clear it in my software, Lightroom software, and I will definitely decipher it and give it to you.
right, sir. We do have such hero stones in Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra
Yes, yes,
also.
yes. Yes,
We can have some comparative studies between this
exactly.
type of-
One more thing I would like to add here, sir. Like Sati's, what has been mentioned
Rajasthan.
in like Sati's, what has been mentioned.
So battery empty was that?
Any more question? Any more question?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, Raj Chakravarti, please.
Yeah, Namaste Ji. Related to these hero stones, I want to tell some interesting thing. In Tamil Nadu, there is a Buladev called Ponnar Shankar brothers, Annanmar. There is a small kings in the Chola dynasty. They had the capital of Pundurai Nadu, and their area is Veerapur. The war happened, they sacrificed their lives for the good cause. The interesting part is the war happened in the entire globe. War has happened in many places, but this Ponnar Shankar's bloodshed was happening in Veerapur, and the stones with full of blood. Still now, in 7 places it was scattered in the vast area, and still now, if you go there and you can see the red color stones, and if you smell this, you can feel the smell of blood. It is in Veerapur, scattered. See, it is some 400 years back it happened, but still now, other thing, the mud will for a year, from particular day to the next year, it will grow up, and in the particular festival day, that the war day, when it happens, at that time it shatters. This is happening regularly, and yeah, you remember, ma'am, Vasanthi, ma'am.
Yeah, I know. I have seen the temples also. I visited the temples also. Annamar
Particular,
ballad also prevalent in this area. Yeah.
படுகளம் சாய்வது அதை சொல்லுவாங்க. படுகளம் சாய்வது, அந்த பாம்பு snakes will be there, the புத்துக்கண், like that it will grow, and that war time it will break. Still now it's happening. It's a mysterious thing. See, blood should happen more and more in it, but this Ponnar Shankar, it's like they worship this scattered stones as a hero stones. This is, yes.
Thanks, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Malika, madam, any question?
Yes. Good evening, madam. Good evening. Thank you very much. It was a very nice speech and something altogether different from the normal we get to hear. And see, I have only one small question. These hero stones, the ones which you showed today and which you spoke about, they belong to like which period? Only after the Pallava Samrajyam, or even Cheran, Choran, Pandyan dynasty period also?
Mallika ji, you came, I told you a little later.
Yes, I came a little late. I joined a little late.
She started
that's
from
this
Sangam.
clarification. No, because I have something else to say.
She had started from Sangam literature.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
No.
from earliest period she had told, chronologically.
Chronologically. And actually, say you, madam, these inscriptions, inscribed hero stones are mostly during the Pallava period, as most of them are in Vatteluthi character, and
Yes.
we got hero stones of the Tamil Brahmi script also present in Puliman, Pombai, and Dadapatti, that area also, and in Pandya, Chera, we didn't, because Chera we didn't come across any this kind of thing. Only during the Pallava period only we get lot of inscriptions, because as I said, mentioned in my talk, most of them are found in the northern part of Tamil Nadu. Most of them are in northern part of Tamil Nadu, that is in
No,
Dharmaburi.
but there are many rock carvings. Rock carvings are available in various areas. In fact, today only I read that about Jallikattu. There was a rock carving. It is there in the Nilgiris, in the mountains, like 2000 or 1500 BC.
Yes, yeah.
So almost 3000 to 4000 year old rock carvings are there. And there are quite a few rock carvings, even colored ones in the caves in the Western Ghats, down below, towards the old Chera dynasty period. And there are some in the Eastern Ghats also, which are very less, of course, compared to Western Ghat area. Rock carvings are there in the caves.
They are called as rock art. Parai ஓவியங்கள் in Tamil. It is there.
That is, of course, that is different from what you have told today. That is the hero one.
Yes.
Convert.
That-
Yes.
Entirely different. That is rock art, early period. These are all inscribed historic period. We are talking historic period.
Yes.
They are prehistoric.
Yes, those are the prehistoric. So that is why I wanted to know if there are any such hero stones available during the prehistoric period. Any?
It is not
No.
possible, because those people are nomadic people. They went one place to another. So they didn't have the necessity to fight with the fight for something or something like that. The hero stones are all mostly in the historic period.
Public cause, for the welfare of the general public.
Parts of the village, like fighting with a tiger, fighting with the wild
Social
boar.
cause.
Yeah, பன்றிக்குட்டி பட்டான்கள், tiger, அதாவது புலிக்குத்தி பட்டான்கள். They are all terminology used in
Yes,
the
yes,
inscription.
those I saw all your this thing, images. Very good research work done by you.
Piyush, we have another
Thank you.
great scholar called Rajashekaran. He is a film director also, and he is doing miraculous work around India, and he is known to Prime Minister also. Rajashekaran ji, நீங்க எதா பேசுறீங்களா?
Sir,
ஈரோடு
ஜி நான் இப்ப சொன்னேனே அந்த அன்னமார் விஷயம் பத்தி நான் சொல்லிட்டேன்.
Yeah, sorry.
அன்னமார் விஷயம் பத்தி நான் சொன்னேன். அன்னமார் பொன்னர் சங்கர் பத்தி சொல்லியிருக்கேன். அதாவது this is a different type of hero stones that I told.
Piyush sir, it's a small request to you. I think you can have a seminar on hero stones and Sati stones. I think so, sir.
Definitely. I have written it.
Yeah.
I have written it. New ideas are coming. I have written it because we have some comparative analysis between Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, and many other scholars might have done scholarly work. So we can have webinar, a full day webinar, or some specific conference. So through this webinar series only, we are getting new ideas which can be culminated into such conference or seminars. And I have one or two questions, madam. Were there any specific artisans who were making hero stones, or anyone could make it, or some specific community caste involved? Am I audible?
yeah. Usually you are
Vasanthi?
audible to us. You are asking Dr. Vasanthi.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Madam, I was asking the question that was there any specific community involved in making hero stones? Could you stress anything like that?
No, sir. We didn't have any communal representation here. In the,
Okay, ma'am.
The early hero stones. I'm talking about the early hero stones.
Right, ma'am. And one hero stone, I could see some hands raised in this manner, and such anthropomorphic figures have been found in copper hoard culture in North India also. And one of that is a symbol of INTEC. INTEC organization has its symbol like that. So
So, just I'm mentioning it. I don't know. It's a menhir. Actually, it's a menhir or a megalithic burial only. It's a burial representation only. But just I'm comparing it with the hero stones. Might be. It's my guessing. Menhir or something like that. It's a menhir only. It's a nadugal. We'll call it in Tamil nadugal or kuttukal. So I'm just giving a comparison. Kuttukal or Nedunkal. It is terminology used in Tamil Nadu. Nedunkal means a small single stone. Kuttukal means a stone we are sitting on a place like that.
I could find, madam, one sword like Kufri of Nepal. If Poonam Rana, madam, is still here, some various varieties of swords were visible in those hero stones. Various daggers were visible, some specific bows, arrows, and all these things were visible. So it represented the weaponry system when such stones were formulated or established. So, yes, ma'am. So thank you, ma'am. And now, is there any other question, or we can move for the chairperson's remarks? Any other, or can we move ahead? Okay. Now, before I request our chairperson, Dr. Ravi Shankar, I will introduce him. Dr. T.S. Ravi Shankar was Director of Epigraphy, Archaeological Survey of India. He is presently the Chairman of Epigraphy Society of India, Executive Member of Place Names Society of India, and Vice President of South Indian Numismatic Society. Dr. Ravi Shankar has established his expertise in deciphering Sanskrit inscriptions and also early coins. Presently, apart from editing of annual reports on Indian epigraphy, he has worked as an expert numismatics from Archaeological Survey of India at Delhi Custom Office to examine the coins. From last more than 25 years, he has been teaching the students of PG Diploma in Archaeology at the Institute of Archaeology, ASI, New Delhi. He has conducted many workshops on paleography, epigraphy, numismatics at Delhi, Mysore, and even in our Udaipur, he has come for a small 1 or 2 hours session. He has participated in many important archaeological excavations, important one being Ayodhya, and also participated in many conferences of national and international levels. He is the General President for Epigraphical Society of India, and he has conducted various refresher courses, delivered various lectures throughout the world. We are honored to have you, sir, as the chairperson. Now the session is yours for remarks.
Yeah. Thank you very much for IIRF for this kind invite. I should thank Dr. Piyush Badujia for giving me an opportunity to be part of this wonderful seminar series that is going on. And really, as an epigraphist, I feel really honored. Now, we are talking on so many other subjects like iconography, art, architecture. Very rarely, seldomly, epigraphs do occur. And this fascinates me a lot to be part of this. And I should wholeheartedly congratulate Dr. Vasanthi, whom I had met some time before also. She gave excellent presentation. I think the entire gamut she has touched, from the prehistoric to the Sangam, and a beautiful blend of literary works, literary Sangam, that shows the multidisciplinary, multi-dimensional approach, how epigraphs and archaeology can be brought together and they can go hand in hand. That's one thing, far-flung in time and space. She has touched from all the period about the script, about the language, everything she has touched, in a threadbare, she could discuss in the more than 1.5 hours or more time, very systematically, very well illustrated. And not only, she has taken pains to explain the epigraphs also, whether in Retd or in Tamil and all. So, and drawing our attention mainly to the sculptures. There are, 2 varieties she brought in. I'm not going into detail. One, the sculptures, with inscription and without inscription. And she also mentioned about the Sati stone also. So that's really fascinating. One thing that, the Tamil Nadu stands number 1 as far as epigraphical heritage is concerned. And hero stone has a pan-Indian presence. What I should say, she was just referring to Eastern India. Maybe even I have not come across. In the early part of my career, I did lot of epigraphical survey in Dungarpur and entire Rajasthan. And I wish to bring to the notice, there are hundreds and thousands, hero stones. They can access those estampages, the transcripts, the report from epigraphy branch of Mysore. I nearly, what saddens me, in those days, when we used to go around a talab, we used to find the number of hero stones, or sati stones also, because they are in a very bad shape. And I take this forum to emphasize there is a urgent need, they are documenting. Please do at a war footing, a documentation of this thing. Otherwise, the historians think, though epigraphs are a primary source to understand, there is a slight, neglect when it comes to medieval late period period. Uska kya matlab hai, kya hum to Purana, which throws light on the major dynasties we should look in. But they have understood how to, even in Rajasthan, if you take, there are so many princely dynasties were there. So much of literature is there. So these epigraphs supplement, corroborate a lot of information. And though they are in local dialect, I could make some efforts to decipher. They are available, and have copied hundreds and hundreds of hero stones, especially from Rajasthan. I was moved when I copied, from Jaisalmer, Badabad, which has, see the two parts. One is the architectural representation or the sculptural representation. These are unique. Even when you come to Hoysala period, each panel is an artistic element by itself. Different panels are represented. And Madam draw our attention also, those who would like to do this cultural study. So they can take up this and bring in, as rightly suggested, we can have one full-fledged seminar for bringing scholars from different parts of the country and to correlate, elaborate. And of course, Tamil Nadu has its own idiom. It has its own way of representation. Similarly, you showed some from Rajasthan. There are many such things, though may not be many, but that can also form a study for us, whether from Maharashtra, even Goa, there are many. So we can make it an all India event, bringing this elements connected with the hero stone and its study, and all the proceedings could be brought in, because they are brought in way of Tamil epigraphs. If all India perspective and their research and methodologies could be brought in a way of publication, it will be wonderful contribution for our epigraphical studies, and we can lead our younger generation. Its importance is very, very important, because when you go, they are using as a washing stone or some other thing, and many things are vanishing. It's a time to take, to preserve our heritage, and hero stones and sati stone form a major chunk of our cultural heritage, especially with regard to Rajasthan. With these few words, I thank Piyushji for giving, and all the viewers, and it could generate a lot of discussion and huge presence from different parts of the country and different, other than India also, there were there. So I thank for this opportunity. It was a very fascinating, interesting lecture. I could through and through, very absorbing. I sat all through and enjoyed especially the pictorial representation. And there she was going even to the minute details like the drapery and the sword and the movement, whatnot. She touched all the aspects connected with many things. With these few words, again, such events periodically should take place. Bring in epigraphy again to the promote epigraphical studies in a major way. That's my request. Thank you. Yeah.
Sir. Thank you very much, sir. Kind of you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Very well said. That is urgent need to conserve such a valuable heritage, and it is tangible heritage. So because you very well said that these stones are being used for some other purposes, maybe in the building blocks, maybe other, but who knows what is written? Because in one of the figures of brought by Madam, it could be Ram Lakshman figure, two people were having the bows and arrows, something like that, and we can get such types of things through many hero stones also. So really a remarkable knowledge has to be conserved. And now I think we shall end up this webinar. If any specific thing by any person, then I can have 1 or 2 minutes. Any specific thing? Or shall we end up?
Somebody raised, sir, that Mallika, she has raised. Somebody, Biswas, yes, sir.
Yes, Madhika madam, it's very important thing.
I have already finished. I
Sir,
finished.
sir,
Any?
Thank
namaste.
you.
Yes, Vishnuji.
Sir, namaste. I am from Odisha. I do research on epigraphy, majorly on based on memorial stone, Sati stone, hero stone of Odisha. So I have gone through the lecture webinar. It's an excellent experience, madam. Madam, can I got any literature on that which was written by you? Sir, namaste, Ravi Shankar sir. I met you in Warangal session this time. So
Say
it's a
all of
great.
Tamil only. So we will make it in English. We'll translate it in. We'll give it to you because most of them are all the books are in Tamil only. So,
Okay.
because of that only. So Ravi Shankar sir will try to publish, edit it and publish it in English also, sir.
So
Yeah.
here I want to mention, sir, I have deciphered the first Sati stone of Odisha, Sati stone inscription of Odisha recently. So
Wonderful.
need your some inputs on
Yeah,
pan India
please
level.
message me. I mean, send that photograph. Let me
I will, sir.
examine and get back to you. Please.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you. All the best. Pursue your research. Yeah.
Okay.
Vishnuji, I have mentioned my mobile number also. Please take into account and kindly message me also. We will involve you. And with respect to Madam's presentation, definitely we are going to publish an edited book of our webinar series. So there also you can take the things. And before that also hand over you certain material.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
thank you once again to all the people who have joined, especially Ravi Kumar Iyer Sahab, Bhai Sahab, and Dr. Vasanthi Madam, Dr. Ravi Shankar sir for chairing the session, Indrajit ji from Poonam Rana Madam, and many other who have joined from Tamil Nadu. Thank you. And we will meet again in the next session. Thank you.